Hey YouTube, sorry my video was frozen at the beginning. Per usual, it is Cherise here. I was about to say Miss Ishman. Goodness gracious. It's Sunday, the 5th of November. I'm really excited because that means less than a month until I turn 25. I'm really excited about turning 25 even though I don't have plans for it. But let's jump into this video. We are going to be doing a makeup look. This isn't even a fall look. I thought about like what I'm trying to do. This is not going to be a fall look. This is going to be kind of like an Ulta inspired colors look since I'm working at Ulta as a prestige beauty advisor. And we have magenta and Ulta orange. Like Ulta pink, Ulta orange. Those are our colors. So yeah, I'm going to do a look based around those colors because today is the first day of holiday. That's another reason I'm excited. I love working holiday and retail. I don't know. I think it's exciting, helping people find gifts for people or find gifts for themselves. And I just like the busyness of it and the sales and the deals. And I don't know, holiday and retail just makes me happy. So I have some peppermint tea I'll be drinking throughout the video. I've already had a cup of coffee, so now I want some peppermint tea. It's really good. So before we get started with the eye look, as you can see, I've already done my base, and I'm going to tell you what's on my face. So after my skincare, which I'm using Murad, their acne box, like their little starter kit. After I did all that, I decided to go in with the Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot primer, and I only applied it in my T-zone area and on the cheeks where I have some larger pores. I'm starting to get oily on my chin now. Really strange, but less oily everywhere else. I'll take it though. So this is the primer I use, Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot. I talked about this in my top 5 primers and foundations from the drugstore. Oh goodness, I'm knocking stuff over, guys. I'm trying to keep it neat in here. Okay, I'll fix it later. The foundations I went in with are 2 of my favorite higher end foundations. I really, really, really love both of these, but you know me and my shade selection. Sometimes I think I'm darker than I am, and then when I was a lot lighter a year ago this time than I am now. So I have my Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream in the shade Mink, which is now called Espresso, I believe. They changed the name of this shade, and this is too light for me. But last year this time I could wear this, so I really got really dark this summer, which I'm not mad at, but I just have to like work harder with my foundation. So this is one of the foundations I have on, and I applied just one pump. Well, like half a pump, one full pump, I'm not sure. Like a pump, we'll say a pump under each eye. And then around the perimeter of my face, I did one pump on the forehead, one pump on the lower part of my cheek, and one pump on the lower part of my cheek on this side of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Cocoa. Ooh, I almost dropped it. This is their deepest shade, but it's a little bit too dark on me, but I love the way this looks on the skin. I also love the way this looks on the skin. You hear Nola, she's growling at the window. There must be a dog out there, or a person. She barks at people and dogs when they walk by. But I love the way both of these look. This one is a little bit more natural looking on the skin. This is more like beat to perfection, like I'm about to be on the news or in a movie. So mixing them both together, I really like the way that my foundation looks today. I really like the way my skin looks, and I love the color I got mixing these two together. I think it looks really good. I'm happy I decided to try these together today. So this is probably going to be my new go-to for a while, so I can finish up this bottle and get the correct shade. But I have a feeling by the time I get the shade that matches me, I'll be light enough to wear the shade alone. But anyways, moving on. So that's the foundations I'm wearing mixed together. And then, of course, I set my face using my favorite loose powder, which is the Coty Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage Loose Setting Powder. I love this. I use my fluffy brush like I did in the other video that I uploaded this morning. And I just set it all over my face. I really, really love this. I love how it makes my makeup stay on. I love how I don't have to use a lot. And I feel like I'm just like less powdery looking. Like my makeup looks more like skin. I feel like I get just a less, my makeup was never cakey in the past, but I'm kind of going for more of a satin finish than a super matte finish. As you can see, my skin still has, looking at my forehead, it still has a little bit of sheen to it, whereas before when I would pack on the powder with a sponge or with a flat top brush, my skin was like totally matte. So this is a little bit more of a natural finish when I set my face the way I've been setting it with the loose powder. Loving it. My brows, Wet n Wild Retractable Eyeliner Pencil. You already know this is what I always use. Love this. For my brows, I felt it was just so fast, so easy, so simple. And then I just brushed through my brows with an old mascara. That's a kind of a trick. Make your own like tinted brow gel. Use an old mascara that you can't use on your eyes anymore that you feel is dried up. Even though it's black, well, I like black brows, so if you might need to get another color of mascara depending on your shade and your preference of brow darkness. But I like my brows to be black. And so I just use this old Wet n Wild, not Wet n Wild, Black Radiance mascara that I never really used on my eyes. That has dried up, and I just brush through my brow hairs just to kind of keep them in place. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. I did it today. And then what else is on my face? Oh, highlighter. So I used what you see on the brow bone, on my nose, and the cupid's bow, and like the very top of my cheekbones is from the Carly Bible palette in collaboration with BH. What the heck? BH Cosmetics. That is funny. BH Cosmetics. I mixed these two shades together, the two very light ones, which you think you couldn't put on darker skin, but I really like it when I want more of like a icy, silvery highlight. I like to mix these two together. So that's the highlight I have on the center of my face, under my brow bone, and the very top of my cheeks. Then I was being extra since I wanted to do kind of like a pinky toned look today. Pinky orangey look. I decided to go in with my Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter in Ginger Binge. I only use the Ginger Binge side, which is the darker side, right here. And it's also less shimmery. I decided to apply that like a blush, and I also layered it over the Carly Bible highlight. And I think it looks so pretty. It looks rose gold on camera, but in person it actually looks more pink on my cheeks. Like a more pink rose gold. Like more rose and like all lowercase, smaller font gold. It looks so pretty. I love that I layered this. I think it's going to look really nice with the look. And I'm going to get more like a blush so you can see the, well, from, you know, when I look forward, you can see that it's like pink and rosy on the cheeks. Love it. Love that I layered these. Even though this is not available at Ulta, it's okay. I know another highlighter you could use. You could use a Becca highlighter, or there's some from a few other brands that you could achieve the same look with, which will be what I tell people if they ask. But yeah, that's what I did so far. Under my eyes, I have a little bit of the Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder in dark because I think I might get a little bit of fallout with my look. I'm not sure. I'm using a shade I've never used yet for my eyes. So let's jump into the eyes. We're going to start in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. This is their newest release. Love it. Love the packaging. I feel like this is my second favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I like the Subculture more than this, but we're using this one today because it has a couple shades I want to try out. So the first shade we're going to go in with is Saturn. That's going to be our transition color. And I'm just going to use the brush. Did I even show it to you guys? Saturn. It's a beautiful orange shade. Right there. Excuse me, I'm kind of like burping and talking. I'm going to use the brush the palette comes with. Going to wipe it off a little bit, but Saturn transition color. It's a nice orange shade. I'm going to apply that to like the upper crease area. Yesterday was kind of a crazy day at work, and then it was like super dead for like the last 3 hours. Like hardly anybody was in the store, so I was able to get like all of my closing duties done with an hour left of work. Like everything was done. I still had an hour left to work. So I just started helping other people do load, which was fun. Because I got to get to know some of the other girls that are new like me, that I don't really normally get to interact with because we work on opposite sides of the store. So that was nice. I'm actually really looking forward to our holiday meeting because I cannot wait to meet everyone like at one time that works at this Ulta, because I've only met people like in little fractions and bits and pieces. And the conversations I've had with the ladies and the one gentleman that I work with have been really, really, really good. It's like I can see myself staying in contact with these people long term. Like I really like them. I feel like we have a really, really good team. Which makes me happy because nobody likes to work in a drama-filled environment where people hate each other or whatever, whatever the case may be. And I found out there's one lady I work with whose birthday is 2 days before mine, and she's 2 days older than me. We're the same age. I was like, oh my gosh, girl. And I was like, this makes so much sense, because I was like, we're pretty similar. I wonder what her sign is. Like, I'm not super heavy into like zodiac stuff and whatnot, but I believe that it tends to be pretty true. All right, I'm just looking to make sure that these are even and I have the pigmentation that I want. I don't want it to be too heavily orange, but I definitely want it to like show after I go on with the other shades we're going to use. I like this eye is not as blended. Ouch, yeah. Okay, so we have our crease color on. No, our transition color. Next, we're going to go on with the crease color, and I'm going to be throwing it back to, I see, feels like the internet's favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and that is the Modern Renaissance. Mine is very dirty. Both of these two palettes have the same feel and texture, like the velvet packaging. And we're going to use the brush that the palette comes with. I believe all of their palettes have the same brush, which I really like. And we are going to use the shade Love Letter, which is not 100% matte. Like there's a little bit of glitter in it, but it's mostly matte. It's a beautiful magenta shade. We're going to apply that in the crease to deepen up the crease, to add some depth and definition to the eyes. And I'm using the brush the palette comes with, but just the one that's in this palette, even though they're the same. As you can see, I'm really kind of working it up in the outer V as well. And I don't want this to go up too high. I'm keeping it like right in the crease. I guess I have hooded eyes. Does this mean I have hooded eyes? You see how my eyes are open? Like you only see my eyelid? I guess that means I have hooded eyes. Do I have hooded eyes? I've always wondered. I feel like I do. But they're not like super bad. You know what I mean? Y'all comment below. Do I have hooded eyes or not? Like, because I have a coworker, she has like very deep set hooded eyes. I don't feel like my eyes are that deep set. Well, they are a little bit, but not like hers. And oh man, she's so pretty. She's so stunning. I love, like, it sounds so weird. I love her face. Basically, that's how I feel. She's so pretty. And she's a Cancer, which when she said that, I was like, oh, I love you already. My mom is a Cancer, and my best friend Hannah is a Cancer. And Cancers just tend to be like very good, genuine, loving, emotional people in a good way. Not like overly emotional because they're being dramatic or want attention, but like genuinely, just like they feel deeply. That's how I describe Cancers. They feel very deeply. And I like those people because I feel very deeply too, but being that I'm a Sagittarius, you wouldn't know that because we don't be letting people know what's really going on, okay? Unless you're close to us. Whereas I feel like Cancers are more openly emotional. So I can connect with them. Again, the shade I'm using is called Love Letter from the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm being very careful not to cover up the shade Saturn, that orange that is our transition color. But I'm probably going to have to add a little bit more just to blend everything together. I've really been loving my eyeshadow looks I've been creating lately, and I feel like I wish I would have taken more pictures with the looks I've been creating, but literally I don't even have time to like take selfies because I'm just so go 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 with 2 jobs and like trying to run errands and just maintain my apartment and spend time with my dog and make sure that she gets the adequate attention, exercise, and love that she needs. Which some of y'all commented like, no one wants your attention. I give that girl my attention basically. When I'm not doing my makeup, I'm literally like giving her massages, I'm petting her, I'm talking to her, I'm singing hymns to her. Like I really do, like anytime that I'm not doing something for myself or to keep my home clean and tidy and sanitary, I am with that dog. Which she's asleep on my bed right now. So she good right now. She Gucci. But I really do give my dog a lot of attention, as much attention as I can. With as busy as I am. But she's going to start going to doggy daycare. Yeah, she's going to start going to doggy daycare. So I think I want to do a halo eye. So we're going to take this Love Letter shade. And you're going to see me pack a little bit more onto my lid. With the same brush. Because, you know me. I like to use minimal brushes. And then I'm also going to take some in this area. But we really want to like pack it on so it's nice and intense. I'm actually going to flip the brush to the other side. It's more flat, but like it's easier to really pack on color with this side. There we go. Look at that. In this smaller area, there's not a lot of space. Halo, halo, halo. Okay. Yeah, I changed my course of plans and I really like this. All right, so we need to blend the edges of this Love Letter shade with the orange shade called Saturn from the Prism palette. So going back to that first shade I used, Saturn, right here, the matte orange is really pretty. We're gonna blend out the edges, just tapping in there once. I'm gonna go over the edges of this to blend them out. Who takes me? Okay. All right, you see how we're getting that gradient, how these are blending together. I feel like I want a little bit more Love Letter in the crease. So I'm gonna use the same brush to mix the 2 shades together, tapping in once. Like one time to dip into these 2 palettes is all you really need. Just to make sure. Once more for this eye. Like so. All right, I'm happy with the blend that we have now. So now we can do the lid shade, which hopefully I don't get too much fallout with. And for my lid, I'm going back into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. And I'm going to take the color Eden. I have not used this shade yet, but it's like a light peachy pink. I think that'll be really pretty on my lid. Let's use the brush I like to use for my inner corner, so positive lid. I feel like this really is good at packing on color. This dude is lying to me. Man. We'll save that story for another day. So, we're going to take the shade Eden from the Prism palette. As you can see, it's a nice, like, peachy pink. It's a little bit lighter. We're going to take the small brush from Coastal. I cannot speak. Coastal Scents. We're going to apply this to the center of the lid for the halo. Ooh, girl. Oh, she's pigmented. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, she's really pigmented. I'm making sure to stop right at the crease where my eye creases with this shade. Wow, yeah, that goes on pretty well. And this is like a totally matte peachy shade. Peachy pink shade. I'm like kind of pressing it on. Love it! So now we just need to blend out the edges using, what is the shade? Love Letter from the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm not even going to wipe it off. I'm just going to tap in there and I'm just going to lightly fade the edges of this so that we get a nice gradient. And I'm overlapping it, so it's almost going to make it look like we have 3 different colors on the lid. And see how I just like softened it up. Making sure that they're symmetrical. I'm really huge on like symmetry with my like eye makeup. I feel like if it's not symmetrical, it makes it just look horrible. All right, so the lids are done. Let's do the lower lash line. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to use Love Letter from the Modern Renaissance palette. That is the deeper pink that we have used for the outside and the inner part of our halo and in the crease. I'm going to use that same little brush just because I really think it's great for applying powder too. I'm going to use Love Letter, but I'm going to go in Venetian Red and spice it up a little bit. Let's go into Venetian Red. It's a little bit deeper. It's very similar, but it's a little bit more reddish. We're going to put that on the lower lash line just to add some variety. And that's also in the Modern Renaissance palette. Oh, you hear my tummy? My tummy's growling. Okay. And I did not plan this look either. Like I didn't like, usually I dream about my looks and like, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm so excited. But this morning I kind of just looked at the colors and it's like, I'm going to do something pink today. More pinky. So I wasn't exactly sure what, but before I started this video, I made sure I chose the palettes I was going to use and had some sort of idea of the shades I wanted to use. And this shade has a little bit more shimmer to it. So I think I really like this on the lower lash line. It's really pretty. All right, and now I'm going to take that Saturn shade that we used as our transition, the orange shade from the Prism palette, taking this on the same brush that I just used. By the way, I didn't get any fallout, guys. Oh, No, that looks like the powder. Let me wipe this powder away. It's under my eyes. I don't think I need it anymore. It has shimmer to it, which I kind of like under my eyes because I'm doing like a really glowy, shimmery look today for my skin and matte eyes, basically. This is the powder. This is the brush I use to apply my loose powder when I set my face. I'm going to use this brush, taking the shade Saturn, the orange we use as the transition, and I'm going to blend right underneath that shade. So we have a peak of orange coming out from the pink. Yes, that's so pretty. And you can see the detail I'm blending better in person, I feel. Everything looks better in person because I have artificial lighting. I have a really kind of low quality camera that I'm using, so everything looks a little less amazing. Like this looks unblended and ugly on camera, but in person it's like, oh, that's really pretty. I just wiped off the brush, any excess product, and now I'm just blending out more. Wow, this is really pretty. All right, time for the inner corner. For the inner corner, sometimes, actually, I kind of don't want to highlight my inner corner with this look. Actually, we're going to take Venetian Red, the shade that I put on my lower lash line that has more shimmer to it. I'm going to put that in the inner corner using this same brush instead of highlighting my inner corner, but we'll just use Venetian Red. Because it has a little bit of shimmer to it, so it kind of will pop, but it's not going to pop too much. I'm also going to take whatever's left over and take a little bit of this in the crease near my outer V. Actually, let's take a little bit more Venetian Red. Yeah, I'm layering Venetian Red over the top of Love Letter just to make it pop a little bit. Love Letter is, I don't want to say it's subtle, but it's not as like intense as Venetian Red. It's just softer than Venetian Red is. So I'm going to take Venetian Red, I'm kind of like layering it over the top of Love Letter a little bit. Going into Love Letter now, gonna blend. I thought I was done with the upper lid, but now I'm like getting cray. And now I feel like the center shade is kind of lost, so we're done with the Modern Renaissance. I'm gonna put that back. Oh no, I'm knocking stuff over per usual. I'm gonna go back into the Prism palette, the shade Eden, the peachy shade I used for the center of the highlight. I'm gonna use my finger to apply it. Ooh, that's so soft. I thought using my finger I can blend it and apply it easier. Oh yeah, so pigmented. It's so pigmented. I love that. Now I'm just gonna swiping it on. Pretty, 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 pretty. Love. All right. I love the way that this came out. This halo eye looks a lot better in person than it does on camera. Everything's really nicely blended though, so I'm not mad at it. And I'm glad I got to use a different shade from the Prism palette that I haven't used yet on the lid. I really like the way this came out. I'm not going to do liner with this look because I want it to be more on the soft side. So we're just going to go in with mascara. And I'm going to use my Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Drama. And I probably will throw it away after today because I think it's getting old. Nolla's snoring. She's so cute. Sorry. Let me finish this video before I get responding. My friend and I, we are both having very interesting love lives right now. Or lack thereof. Okay, going with mascara. I'll probably just do one coat on camera and add a bunch more off camera. Again, this is the Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Drama. I cannot speak today. Drama. I really like this mascara. I'm just going to blend around my nostrils with this brush a little bit. The foundation and powder I applied. I've noticed that it's kind of is not blending super well in there when I use a sponge to blend out my foundation. Oh yeah, I love the contrast of my dark lashes with the eye look. I think that looks so pretty. I'm trying really hard not to get any mascara on the eyeshadow look. So far, so good. This is like the first time doing like a basically all matte eye look. It looks matte in person. Oh, I love it. Because it's colorful. I didn't really want too much shimmer today on the eyes. I normally don't do all matte eyeshadow looks. So this just lets me know that I can and that they actually look really good. I just really like my glitter and my shimmers. I feel like they're just easier to work with and like less easy to mess up, you know? Like, I feel like with matte you have to like really blend and get everything right or it's gonna look ratchet. Okay, I think I'm about done with mascara. As you can see, this mascara works great, and because the eyeshadows are so light, I love that you can really see my lashes. A lot of people have been asking me if my lashes are real. Yes, these are my real natural lashes. I don't really wear false lashes, but at work, a lot of people are like, are those your natural lashes? I'm like, yeah. I feel like a lot of people that wear falsies like all the time, they start to, the health of their own natural lashes starts to diminish. It's kind of the same with people who wear weaves all the time. Like, you have to take care of your own hair, and then you can add to it. Like, you have to take care of what is attached to you to make sure that that's healthy when you take away the extra stuff. You can't just be adding the extra and neglecting what's naturally yours. Or you end up with problems like no lashes and no edges. Okay, I'm done with mascara on the upper lashes. Dang, Nola is snoring hard over here. I don't know why she's so tired. Dogs just sleep a lot though. I really love this mascara because I feel like it works so well. Oh no, I got mascara on my eyeshadow on this eye. I have to fix that real quick. For the lips, I hope the lip color I chose matches well. Please let it match, God. So I really don't feel like taking lipstick off. And I kind of need to get dressed and leave so I can make it to church on time. This is a 6-day school week, so we have school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this school week. This is our first hurricane makeup Saturday school. At least it's a half day. Praise him. Praise him. Yeah, I'm so happy that it's a half day. Because if it were not, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. Maybe this week will be better. The full moon should be going away. I noticed it was full last night. Hopefully it just like goes away and the kids like come back to normal. Look at these lashes. See? Love the way this looks turning out. Okay. I just required a lot of blending. Let me fix my lid. I'm just going to take the little brush. And kind of just cover it up. There's a little bit on the lighter pink part, but it's not bad, so I'm just going to leave it. I covered it up on the darker pink, though. Can't really tell. All right, for lips, I'm going in with a new product. This is a Dose of Colors lipstick. I love their liquid lipsticks. It's actually become one of my favorite formulas that I've tried for matte liquid lipsticks, and this is in the shade Mondays. Please match. I swatched it the other day, and the packaging looks like it's going to match, but I can't remember exactly what it looked like when I swatched it. I also have some old swatches on my hand from yesterday. This is what it looks like. I have a feeling this is going to be beautiful with the look. It's like a terracotta-ish kind of color, and I think that's going to look really pretty. Let's look, because I want it like orangey, pinky, peachy-ness. Yeah, I think this is going to be good. Trying to decide if I need to add a lip liner or not. You can find these on Ulta online, Dose of Colors, and Ofra, as well as Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks. Yes. My tummy is like growling. I actually really like this color. I feel like I need a little bit of lip liner with it though. But then I feel like I don't. Like she's borderline, you need lip liner. Or you could be like, F the lip liner, I'm popping. But I love this color with this look. We're gonna let her dry a little bit. I need to finish drinking my tea. I don't know if y'all saw the way that I'm like drinking this. Like I'm trying not to put my part of my lips that has lipstick on it on the cup. It looked pretty ridiculous, but that's okay. Yeah, I know. I'm weird. But I love it. Alright, lip liner. I'm going to go in with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Downtown Beauty. And we're just going to go lightly around the edges of this. Oh yeah, that's definitely like helping. Just so that the edges are a little bit darker and then it's not as harsh of a transition. My computer's about to die, so let me hurry up and finish this. Thank you for watching. Comment down below if you want me to start with my face or just skip the face and go straight to the eyes. Technically the video should be a lot shorter, but I did more of an intricate, complicated look. I've never really tried an all matte look before, I don't think. So it took me a lot longer than like another eye look would normally take me. And I also like changed halfway and decided to do a halo because I didn't know exactly what I was doing because I didn't plan it. But I think I should just start with the eyes. If you want me to start with the eyes, comment down below eyes. If you want me to include my face and highlighter and eyebrows and start with my bare face, comment bare face. I really do appreciate your support since I know like I'm not all fancy and high tech like other people. I just keep it raw, real, and unedited. Show y'all in real time how long it takes to beat this face. Okay, yeah, with lip liner, I'm loving this. Yes. Liner made it better. When in doubt, lip line it out. Alright, so this concludes the look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and this look. I know it's not really fall, but yeah. It's like Ulta inspired with oranges and yellows and like peachy tones. I'm loving the way this halo eye came out though. Like, oh, so pretty. Let me know what you think of the look down below. And if there's any colors or shades in my palettes that you want to see me do a look like focusing on that, or like how would you use that, like let me know. Any color combinations, shades, just let me know because you know I don't mind experimenting with colors and things like that. Again, thank you so much for watching. I need to get dressed and head on to the house of the Lord. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.